No, go ahead. You gotta finish it. I'm saying 5:30.
No, it's good.
This is why I don't get to be cheap.
Oh my.
All right. Good evening. Welcome, everyone, to February 18th, 2025 City Council meeting. We have a quorum tonight with Kathleen Hansen being absent.
Nope, sorry. That's from the last one.
Oh, I was gonna say, I thought she was here, so, yeah.
Pizza.
No, I thought you were here. Oh, that's great.
That's another person.
Good job. All right, well, let's move on to 4A
This is the last time
consideration.
that I'm giving you a script, by the way.
TV too, aren't we?
Let's move on to 4A, consideration to approve minutes from January 21st, 2025 City Council meeting.
So moved.
Paul?
Second.
Steve? Is there any discussion? Being there no discussion, all in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? All right, motion carries 4-0. On to 5A, consent items, payments of claims. 5-0? Oh. Consideration, okay, consent items, payments of claims, and ACH payments.
So moved.
Hannah?
Second.
Kathleen? Any discussions? No discussions, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carries 5-0. 10A, consideration to approve special event permit for the Rail Run. Amanda?
So the Rail Run submitted a special event application. They wanted to do this quite a bit in advance because June 19th is a holiday and the city will be closed, so wants to make sure that everything was in line so that we could be prepared. The application looks good. We met with department heads that were impacted, looked over everything, no concerns. It goes well every single year. So the staff makes a recommendation to approve. And this event will fall underneath the chambers, or not the chamber, I'm sorry. I believe it's the Rail Run Committee, or I'm sorry, the Railroad Days Committee's insurance.
So moved to approve?
Sue?
Second.
Steve? All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carries 5-0. On to new business. 12A, consideration to approve resolution 2.25.01, agreement with Safe Assure.
So I attached the agreement with Safe Assure and the city. They are our safety organization that comes in and does all of our safety trainings, and then also helps the city with our safety program. We have a committee of representation from every department that sits on our safety committee and just make sure that we're reviewing work comp claims and recommending tasks to be done as safe as possible. This is an annual agreement that gets renewed each and every year. There is not an increase for costs. That's the same amount that we had paid last year. So we just need the approval so we can get the agreement sent over. And the resolution authorizes myself and the mayor to sign.
So dispense with the reading.
Hannah?
Second, dispense with the reading.
Paul? Any discussions? All those in favor, please raise your hand. All those opposed, same sign. Motion carries 5-0. 12B, consideration to approve resolution 2.25.02, agreement with Midwest EMS Billing.
So our actual billing company right now is Expert Billing. Is it Expert T Billing? Okay. Losing my mind. Your gavel threw me off my
Yeah.
game.
Blame you.
They are closing their doors. So essentially, there's a buyout from one of the current employees, and they are transitioning into this Midwest EMS billing. We've met with the individual numerous times, and she actually has helped us streamline our billing process and in making sure that we're collecting all the data that we need up front, so that they don't have to come back and have things hanging out there. So they've actually really helped us transform our billing. We actually saw that in our revenues in 2024 with the ambulance department, so that's been really great. They are charging $35 per incident, so per bill, and then when they need to come back, it's $20. So if we, as a city, don't provide all the information and they have to come back, which delays the process with the insurance companies, they will charge us an additional $20. So I'm hoping that will be some incentive to collect all the information up front as what we needed. But sometimes it's not possible when you have an unconscious patient, but. So that's the reason why this agreement is in front of you, is because our current billing company is closing their doors. That's all I have.
So moved, dispense with the reading.
Sue?
Second, dispense with the reading.
Kathleen? Is there any other discussions?
Were the fees the same?
I would have to look at the contract. I don't know. I don't know if it's percentage based or if it's a per call. The contract that we have currently has been in place for several years and hasn't been renegotiated or looked at, so I'm not sure. Do you know off the top of your head? I want to say it's a percentage, but I'm not sure. This would be much easier to budget for when it's a per call.
All right, all those in favor, please raise your hand. All opposed, same sign. Motion carries 5-0. 12C, consideration to approve resolution 2.2503, amendment to the 2025 fee schedule.
So the resolution will authorize an amendment to the 2025 fee schedule. We have a business requesting a consumption and display permit, which essentially is a setup license. We don't have that as an option in our fee schedule, so we just needed to add it so that we can charge it. We kept it in line with what the on-sale wine is and what the on-sale 2 beer is at $125.
So moved, dispense with the reading.
Hannah?
Second, dispense with the reading.
Kathleen, any discussions? No discussions, all in favor, please raise your hand. All those opposed, same sign. Motion carries 5-0. 12D, consideration to approve resolution 2.25.04, reimbursement of certain expenditures from the proceeds of bond.
So the city council authorized the Ring Road project to move forward. So we're anticipating a bond to come from that. This, if we need to spend anything before the bond comes on any type of construction, this would reimburse us and we would be able to collect those funds through the bond proceeds. So this really is just a protective, myself nor our financial advisor foresee any of the city upfronting the cost for construction, but if we do, this would reimburse us, so it's just a safety measurement.
Do I have a motion?
Yes. Dispense with the
Kathleen.
reading.
I'll second, dispense with the reading.
Sue, any discussions? All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Aye.
Oh, you raise your hand.
That's right. It's raise your hand. Doesn't say that, sorry. Raise your hands.
You're knocking it.
All those opposed, same sign. Motion carries 5-0. 12E, consideration to approve resolution 2.2505, appointing an airport engineer.
Yes, so every 5 years, we look at our airport engineer servicing, and we put out an RFQ, which is a request for qualifications. We received 2 companies that met the deadline and the criteria. We met with the airport commissioners to review, and the recommendation is to appoint Bolton and Mink for the next 5 years. And they're here tonight if you have any questions.
Do we have any questions?
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah. Fulton Meek is our current city engineer. We have a really good working relationship, which played into the decision to make the recommendation for them as our airport engineer as well.
So moved, dispense with the reading.
Paul?
Second, dispense with the reading.
Hannah? Any discussion? No discussion. All in favor, please raise your hands. All those opposed, same sign. Motion carries 5-0. 12F, consideration to approve resolution 2.25.06, consulting agreement with Region 9, Brianna.
Yes, hello. We have an agreement in front of you. It's just between Region 9 and Frontier Energy. So the city is actually not part of the agreement, but they will be doing some energy audits for electrical and natural gas on some of the city buildings. So this is just kind of authorizing them to kind of do that work. The city is not funding any part of the consulting services as provided in the agreement. They'll just be providing us with the reports that are created due to the energy audits.
So moved, dispense with the reading.
Paul?
Second, dispense with the reading.
Steve? Any discussions? No discussions. All those in favor, please raise your hand. All those opposed, same sign. Motion carries 5-0. 12G, consideration to approve purchase request for a generator. Mark?
Good evening. Wastewater plant is asking for permission to purchase a new standby generator for the plant. The current generator is a 1991 edition. It's getting very expensive and hard to get parts for this. A lot of stuff is obsolete. And we have found some major repairs that need to be done here within the next year. This was originally, I had it in the budget, or was going to put it in the budget for '26. Finding those repairs that need to be done, we need to up it sooner. They're telling me it's about $40,000 worth of repairs that we're gonna have to do in the next year, so that's why I went ahead with this. So we got the two quotes. The one is from Winco for $198,705, and one from Blue Star for $189,610, and the recommendation is the Blue Star generator. Lead times are about the same.
Yep. And the wastewater fund has more than sufficient funds in reserve to cover this cost.
So if this is approved tonight, and it's about 40 week, it said? 40
Yes,
week.
approximately. That's what they're telling me. Until they place the order, they can't say specifically, but
Do you
yeah.
have to put a specific amount down for
No.
them to order that?
No,
So it's almost a full year as we're looking at it right now, almost leading out
Correct,
into
but-
26.
budget-wise though, I'm gonna be ahead of that right now.
Okay, and so I know you can't read into a crystal ball. You don't see anything out there that if this money is pulled out of the reserves that you have in your department, that we might need that for any other crazy reason,
There are no other plans right now for that, no.
or nothing that seems to be limping around.
No, we don't have anything like that.
How about, it takes 40 weeks, what happens if where the present one keep going for those?
Worst case scenario, we would have to contact somebody to bring a standby generator on a trailer. We had to do that here about 2 years ago
When it was in need of some repair?
when we had some major issues with it last time, yes.
Do you think Blue Star would be that sort of fella that said, hey, if we contract with you to get this, if we need something, would you be?
The generator service company that we use right now, yeah, all I have to do is make a phone call to them. That's what I did last time, and they lined it all up, so,
Is there a charge when they have to come in and do that?
oh yes.
Such as?
Such as they don't do it for free.
Like,
I have no idea.
okay, and in the past, it cost what to bring them?
That was actually an insurance claim, so I can't tell you specifically on that.
Okay. Okay.
So moved.
Paul?
Second.
Hannah? Any other discussions? No discussions. All those in favor?
Aye.
I,
All opposed?
Don't have to do that.
Motion carries
All right.
5-0.
Thank you.
Thanks, Mark. 12H, consideration to approve new hire Daniel Rodert. Amanda.
Yes, so after several years of not having a water foreman, we opened the position up because we had somebody who was qualified with a license and showed some interest, so that individual was Daniel. We interviewed, the personnel committee interviewed him. He'll be a great lead in this department. And so we offered him the position, he accepted, he started February 10th as the foreman. But we always like to run these things by council and just essentially so you guys know what's happening with the personnel.
So do we need a motion to approve it?
Yeah.
Okay, I shall move to hire Daniel as,
Sue.
Second.
Steve. Any discussions? Notice.
Aye.
Yep,
Yeah,
I know.
okay. Just-
All those in favor?
aye.
All opposed? Motion carries 5-0. 12I, consideration to approve first reading of proposed ordinance number 26, fourth series amending chapter 90.006 relating to the public nuisance.
So we did an overhaul on our public nuisance ordinances at the beginning of 2024. I think it was approved maybe springtime, and have gone through the process, and we're finding a hiccup in some of the language in C2 of authority to abate and remedy. And essentially, the verbiage that was proposed was to obtain a search warrant to enter the property, and we want to convert that verbiage to a court order. Mike has seen some hiccups with our court administration, as the search warrant doesn't really pertain to what we're looking for. A court order does, so just switching those verbs, or that verbiage around so that we can take some properties to the next level.
Do I have a motion?
So moved, dispense with the reading.
Hannah?
Second. Oh, go ahead.
second dispense with the reading.
Kathleen? Any discussion? No discussion. All those in favor? Raise your hand. All those opposed, same sign. Motion carries 5-0. All right, now let's move on to 13, reports of boards and department heads. Sue?
Nothing.
Kathleen? No?
No?
I have the movie.
You have the movie.
It's held over for this weekend, February 21st to the 23rd. Captain America, Brave New World. This feature is rated PG-13. It's 1 hour and 58 minutes long. The movie starts at 7 p.m. on Friday night, 7 p.m. on Saturday, 4 p.m. on Sunday, and all tickets are just $5.
Paul?
Nope.
Hannah?
Nope.
Steve?
Nope.
Department heads? All right. Do I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Hannah?
Second.
Steve? Meeting adjourned at 5:48.